Home ownership is ruining my budget. When I was renting, I was investing more, saving more, and spending more on fun things. My mortgage is double what my rent used to be. I have more unpredictable expenses, and I spend my weekends doing yard work. But here's the thing. I don't regret buying a house. Buying a house was absolutely the right choice for me and my husband, but it might not be for you. So in today's video, we're going to talk about renting versus buying and how to know what the right decision is for you. Hey, I'm Katherine, founder of Imperfect Budget, and I help women understand their money so they can stop feeling anxious and overwhelmed and start managing their money with confidence. Before we can talk about whether owning a home is the right choice for you, we need to talk about the social expectations of home ownership. According to the US Census Bureau, in 2020, 65% of Americans owned their own homes. Compared with 100 years ago, in 1920, only 45% of Americans owned a home. Home ownership has been on the rise for the past century, and it is not slowing down. But somewhere along the way, home ownership became more than just a housing choice. It became a symbol. It became a sign of the American dream, saying, "Congratulations, you've made it." And I can see where this may come from. For centuries, the only people to own land and the houses that they were built on were white men with social standing. But times are different now. We have more freedom, flexibility, and possibilities than ever before, making our lives a bit more nuanced than our ancestors. As a woman, 2 centuries ago, my best option in life was to marry a wealthy man, live in his home, and just hope that it stayed like that forever. Now, I can get a job. I can get a job in another state. I can move to another country. And I need my housing to match that lifestyle. Yet, social expectations haven't changed. The problem here isn't that buying a home is wrong. The problem is we treat home ownership as not only a path to financial success, but life success. As if everyone should want the same thing. As if everyone should spend their money in the same way. As if there were only one path to building wealth. So when we talk about home ownership like it's the finish line for adulthood, we're really perpetuating an antiquated idea of what success is supposed to look like. And if we only ever consider one pathway to success, then we'll never stop to consider what it might actually cost us in our time, our money, and our lifestyle. Home ownership is a major change, both to your finances and your daily life. For my husband and I, it was a major change to our finances. We pay almost double for our mortgage what we used to pay for rent. What's more is any unexpected expenses that come up while we're living here is completely on us, which makes our budget more volatile. On the other hand, there are a lot of benefits to being a homeowner. There's more stability, no surprise rent increases, and no landlord that's going to kick us out. We also have more control over our home. We can build or remodel or decorate and personalize our home in any way we want without having to ask permission from the landowner. There is also the long-term potential of this house increasing in value over time. But to be honest, I think this is the least important reason to buy a home. For me, my favorite part about owning a home is having a space that I can completely personalize and make my own. Owning a home isn't just about having a place to live. It's an ongoing commitment of money, time, and energy into creating a home that makes you happy. But most of us just jump right into house shopping without ever stopping to consider whether those commitments are right for us and our lives. Because owning a home is about so much more than money. It's about choosing a lifestyle. Before buying a home, the first question everyone asks is, can I afford it? But that's actually the wrong question. The first and most important question that everyone needs to ask themselves before buying a home is, do I want the lifestyle that this home will give me? If the answer is no, then money is irrelevant. Owning a home typically means more financial obligations, more responsibility, more maintenance, more decision-making, and less flexibility. But for many people, it also means stability, the pride of ownership, the ability to create your own space, putting down roots, and building a home that feels uniquely yours. But renting has benefits too. Renting can offer flexibility, predictable costs, easier relocation, more free time, fewer responsibilities, and more room in the budget for other goals. And those things have value too. My favorite thing about personal finances, there are no right and wrong answers. There's only what's right now for me. You should be using money to create the life you want, not trying to mold your life into how you spend your money. That's like trying to shove a square peg into a round hole. It's not going to work, and it will never make you happy. Home ownership is a great choice for some people. Renting is a great choice for others. Both come with their trade-offs, and they can both build you a happy, healthy, financially stable life. So yeah, home ownership is ruining my budget. As a renter, I felt far more financially stable because my housing costs were lower and my regular expenses were more fixed and predictable. But the goal for me and my husband was never to see our names on the deed of a house. It was to find a place we could call ours and settle down and create a home in the way that we envisioned. So I just want us to stop acting like owning a home is the picture of success and renting is a complete failure, because it's not. The truth is, neither one is right or wrong. They're just different. And you can live a great life and build wealth whether you choose to rent or buy. If you liked this video, you might also like this one here. Go ahead and check it out. And if you're a homeowner or a renter by choice, I would love to know why you chose that. Leave me a comment down below and let me know.